Hello, everybody, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. Okay, y'all. On the docket for this show, we have two 90-day installments. We have 90 Day, The Last Resort, season 1, episode 3, One Last Time. And then we have 90 Day Fiancé UK, season 2, episode 9, She Still Messages You. Okay. All right, y'all. This is a mess. Oh, and just so that you're aware, because I forgot to put it up, these are the shows that we're talking about in this episode. All right. Last Resort and 90 Day Fiancé UK. All right. What do you want to talk about first, Jamal?
Let's do Last Resort because it's the dumber of the two shows.
Oh God, this was painful. Everyone that I don't like was featured on this. It was just you take the lead. I don't.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, there was only two like standout moments in this whole episode. There was only two.
Mm-hmm.
So everything else I kind of glossed over due to that fact. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first one was when, okay, so it was when the fight in the hot tub happened. Kelly gets out, so he don't whoop Ed's ass because there's plenty of security and cameras, and he's not trying to catch a charge as a police officer or former police officer. And then
Mm-hmm.
Molly leaves. Okay, now these two, they're walking, they're getting along. I'm like, okay, this is good, and they're talking. He's like, we may be like fighting or whatever, but I always have your back. I'm not going to be disrespectful. She's like, that's not true. He's like, what? She's all maybe in this moment, but I'm like, okay, Molly, spill it. Please give us the timeline. Do it. But then she looked down and didn't give us anything. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, The audience who follows you know what you're talking about. So yes, this has to be the timeline that we came up with. So we talked about this. So with them, it's
Mm-hmm.
timeline. You talk about Cynthia and your daughter, ain't you?
Let's see if they bring it out
Right.
on this show, because I mean, it's out there in police record and court documents. I think because they have gone. Some of them have gone to court.
Right.
I don't know. But I feel he's gonna leave early.
Same. Let's say hello everyone before we get
Yeah.
into this mess. Lena says, "Hallelujah! I've been desperate to hear someone talk about this. Welcome." I mean, we got hooked on episode 1 because this is like it's a whole mess. Like
But
the
they
old
did the okey doke on us though. They put a banger for episode 1, and it's been wah, wah, wah ever since.
right.
Hey
Michelle
Friendly.
Lavelle, Farmata, yay!
Yay.
Failed foster dog mom.
Yay. Hi, Angela.
All right, so that was the first key point. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my key points out. I want to see what else you had. So that's the first one. I'm like, oh
Mm-hmm.
Molly, come on, Molly, just come on. This is what we're here for. This is what we are here for. The rest of them we don't
Mm-hmm.
care about. Now the second point was when Kalani was talking to Kalini,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking, catching, Kalani's catching Kalini up. This and that, right? And Kalini's like, it's good that she blocked him to give her marriage a real chance. But Kalani said, like, yeah, I blocked old boy, but now I'm going into this with expectations. I'm expecting here now. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm no longer gonna just accept the basic move. I'm like, you know what? Oh, Kalani, no, you can't. Here's the thing, Kalani, baby, he been giving you the basic move for 7 years. Okay, you took the hall pass and had your eyes roll back in your head,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for the first time. No offense, Aspalu. I do mean this with all slight disrespect, but Kalani, if he haven't made your eyes roll back in all this time y'all been together, chances are he's never going to be able to because he'd have done it by now. Just, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Mhm. Okay, so I took that conversation completely differently.
Okay.
Did. Because based on the fact that the last time that Kalani and Asuelu were on as a featured couple,
Mm-hmm.
they were still in the Utah house and staying in separate bedrooms. They were separated.
Right.
Separated. And I feel that they've been separated all this time. This is just the final goodbye. Now, Colini has never been down for Asuelu.
Never.
A bum bitch from the jump. From the first impregnation, he been a bum bitch. And she's never been on board. So for her to suddenly say, "Oh, it's good that you're giving your marriage a chance and I'm supporting you in that." I was like, "Wait, huh? Okay, you lying." Then for Kalani to sit there and said, "I'm seeing this in a whole new perspective, and I have expectations for him to like really lay a pipe that isn't there to be laid." I was like, you y'all already y'all are the ones with the divorce paperwork ready to be signed off at the attorney's office. Y'all are the ones. Angela, she just took some Xerox paper from her printer and she flashing them all over the place. These two, Asuelu and Kalani, are on the verge of divorce, and
Oh,
there
for
is
sure.
nothing here that is going to turn it around because she been digmatized.
Yeah.
She's been romanced on top of that. And he's building a relationship with her. And then on top of that, we seen who he is and he's cute. So, um, it's been nice knowing you, Asuelu.
No, yeah. I swear, Debbie's gonna lie to you. I'm not. It's not. It has not been nice getting to know you. I can't
No,
stand you.
when he first came out at the airport, remember when he first landed and he did that dance and everything, and he was hooting and hollering in the airport, and Kalani was like embarrassed, and that woman walked by her and said, "I'll take him if you don't want him." He was cute then, but then he opened his mouth, and we was like, "Whoa, that went by quick." But as long as he was like the Samoan, fire dancer of our dreams, and he kept his mouth shut, he was entertaining. All I needed was a Mai Tai and a sarong, and I would have been happy, said everyone at the resort who watched him pick coconuts and do the evening floor show.
I'm just sitting here looking at this like,
Hi, Auntie.
damn. Kalani just put it all. I'm talking about she had. Talking about she had expectations. I laughed. I hollered when she said that. Like, yeah, you can keep those expectations because it's not happening.
It's not happening. And even if she tells him what spot to hit, he's going to purposely miss because he's that stupid. He's that stupid. And culturally, he feels that you should just accept him throwing his
Right.
dick here, there, and everywhere.
Right.
And he doesn't get.
Yeah, he don't care. And but we do honestly, in all honesty, we do have to go back to the previous episode when she said, like, when he asked her, like, does he do it better than me? When she said, and I go back to this, I would never say that. I'm like, boom, Asuelu, she just told you.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
I would never say that. Okay.
And here's how we know that Asuelo will, even if guided on how to get her to curl her toes and scream out the side of her mouth and her hair stand on end, even if he was guided step by step while fucking her, he still wouldn't get it. Because when she said, when it's me and you, it's about you. But when it's me and him, it's about us. He looked at her like,
Yeah.
what that mean? He didn't get it. He's a selfish lover and he always will be. I don't think he had the right woman to train him. And he don't respect you enough to listen to what your needs are.
All right.
Let him go, girl. Sign the papers.
Except that he's just an
That's why
island boy.
Lo is down there. That's why all her family is down there. This is the end for them because I found out that Lo, her mama, Colini, all of them down there. All of them. So, except that he's just an island boy. Yup.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure. For sure.
He's
He
a
does not
man
care.
child. He's a man
Mm-hmm.
child. He is. He is. Um, a lost cause. But that was the best part of the show. Their little 5-minute blurb and the 5 minutes that we had with Kalani and Colini. God, their names are so similar. Ooh. Um, it's so sad because believe me, most Samoan men know exactly what they doing. He's giving these men a bet. What? Wait, Lena, share, girlfriend, share. Wait, which resort did you stay at? Did you bring back a souvenir? I'm asking for not that friend. Not that friend, because he don't want to know. I want to know. Some guys just don't get how to please a woman. Yeah.
Well, Smoke
Yeah.
just don't care. Let's be honest. He don't care.
No, he's a very selfish person. Has been. Like, I feel the first time he cheated, I say this again. Remember when they went down to LA to have Oliver's birthday party and he ran away on the city bus?
Right.
I feel that's the first time he cheated.
Okay.
But you put up with a lot, Kalani. Couldn't have been me.
Nope.
Couldn't have been me.
So
Not if I had a daddy like Lo. Mm-mm.
So was there anything else that stood out to you? Like those two things stuck out on
Okay.
my end. What about your end?
All right. I didn't care about the fight with Liz and Ed, except when he said you deserve what you got. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. That's all I gotta say about that. The fight with Yara and Jovi. What was he doing with Angela at 2 a.m. in a boombox at the room? And
No. So
why editing made it seem like when she said you brought a woman back to my bed. Editing is so shady for that.
so what happened was they got in a fight. She
Right.
went back to the room and he left. He found Angela at the bar. They were drinking. They came back up at 2 a.m. to get Yara to go down and drink with them. And she was like, "What are you talking about? It's 2 a.m."
He should have known better that Yara wasn't gonna do
Right,
that.
right.
Because Yara don't fuck with Angela.
Right. So then I guess Angela left, went to her room, and then got the boombox.
Angela's a mess. Angela is getting reports from all over this property of noise complaints and bad behavior. And this was the
Okay.
other thing that stuck out for me. When the therapist came to her room and sat out on the patio and started talking with her, the wrinkles on her face, like I'm of a similar age to Angela. But
Mhm.
my God, Angela, love bug, what is going on? It's kind of crazy. But then, despite that, when the therapist was like, we have to find a way so that you learn how to work through your anger and learn to communicate effectively and da 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 da. Angela now picking up on the giddy up that this is something that she needs to do. Well, we all know how effective that was due to her cat fight at the hotel in New York City. What therapy are they doing on this trip? I'll wait.
But what struck me is when they broke up the fight the night before, and the people were like, "We have guests." I was like,
That was
"Oh,
hotel personnel.
yeah,
That
that
was
was
hotel
hotel
personnel
personnel."
who is saying we have guests. They brought the wrong crew to this show. And this hotel should have had them in a building all by themselves, all the way down yonder, and pray that the wind doesn't carry their voices. Unbelievable. Oh, I brought me back a souvenir and I'll do it. I love it. I love it. Tell me what resort you went to. I'm gonna book a trip. I need me a nice souvenir like that. Michelle says that explains when someone tweeted that they made a bunch of noise at the resort when that happened. Yeah. Yeah, they've been desecrating this property the whole time. It's disgusting. I heard some guests left early because of the noise and the fighting. I wouldn't want to be there with them.
No.
I wouldn't want to be, and that's supposed to be a posh resort. They should have never taken this show. And I would fire the marketing manager who approved this. I would fire them. The therapist looked like she got her outfit in the Sears 1985 calendar. Oh my god. But it was still better than what Angela was wearing, because it seems like Angela's been wearing the same thing since she got there. Oh my god. Yeah, that what else happened on here? Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I ain't get anything else. Like Ed and Liz, we just don't care about. That was
No.
just dumb. Liz, you're stupid. Sorry, it is what it is. Truth hurts. The way he talks to you, treats you, and you still stay with that. Yeah, good luck with your life.
Yep.
Kelly and Molly, y'all getting close. Just spill the beans. Just go ahead. We support you. Kalani and Asuelu, your marriage is over. Bye bye Asuelu. Hello, Kalani. Yara and Jovi, y'all have I honestly thought y'all stuff was kind of went, but y'all got some issues there. Y'all, I mean, the fact that he's not listening to her is a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
She's the reason why.
But wait,
Go ahead.
she said that she saved up her own money from her like online pursuits and she bought her own place in Europe. Go
Well, she,
Yara.
yeah, I would be like, damn, that's my wife. I would be like, that's my wife right there. We go be international.
Mm-hmm.
So they have some. She's upset because she's not ready to have another baby. He keeps trying to force her. And Jovi, here's my thing: the fact
Oh.
that she didn't feel comfortable enough to come to you is a red flag because that just shows you don't listen.
TLC can't afford to do a hotel buyout. Those are real expensive to negotiate. They would have to find like a small inn, but you still need someplace with large acreage because it's a lot of noise. There's a place in Texas that I remember when they opened. They have a private landing strip. They've got less than 20 rooms. It's perfect for boondoggles and CEO executive board trips. Um, it's very remote. Like I said, it has a private landing strip that you fly your company jet into. That would have been perfect for this particular um show. But again, probably would not want this ilk of clientele there. So yeah. Farmata, I forgot about that. I forgot about her smoking. It's just that I just feel like we're of a similar age, and I look at her and I look at me and I'm just like, wow, like what happened? But I
Mm-hmm.
forget about the smoking. So yes, you've got a valid point there. Um Rodney, Angela screaming at Liz. How did Liz not swing at her? Because Liz is a piece of chicken shit. Like, how does she not swing on Ed? How does she not swing on Ed? Ed is the man that sits there and lays pipe in her. And she takes that kind of verbal abuse from him.
Right.
So of course she's gonna take it from Angela, who's towering over her like a gorilla. I mean, seriously. Hey, Susan. Um, let's see. If Angela wasn't there, they would be okay. But Angela has to be there to stir the pot.
Right. And the thing is this though. Ed is a problem, not Angela, because Ed said, like you said, Liz deserved it, and then number two, he wants to be in control because he's the quote unquote man allegedly, and three, Liz doesn't really fight back. Like she keeps staying. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you may walk off in a huff, but you always come back. So that's just letting him know I can talk to you any kind of way. You'll be
Mm-hmm.
mad, but you'll come back.
Mm-hmm. It was disgusting how he was eating that breakfast sandwich. Disgusting. Um, I think it's Tramasina's resort, if I spelled it right, and we stayed with friends the next week. Oh, I'm writing that down, girl. Hold on. Where my post-it? You know I'm a Google because I need to get out to that side of the world. Resort. Got it. There you go. Thank you. Um.
I did not see how they're repairing anything. No.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's got
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And yes, Ronnie, Liz needs real therapy, like real therapy, because she's aged like
Mm-hmm.
15 years and three.
Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't look the same either, but maybe she's getting injections as well. Who knows?
Are we cool? Are we done with the resort?
Yes, we're done with them. All
Okay,
right.
UK time.
Yes. Yay. The good stuff. Who's first?
I don't know, where do we start? Okay, so we have Louise and Jose. We
Mm-hmm.
have what's
Christian and
Christian and
Rebecca
Rebecca, and then we
and
have David and Tian.
Tian. Yeah. Let's start with the ones we hate most. Tian and David.
She can leave now. Okay, here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Here is why.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to call yourself a princess, and I'm a princess, I'm like, well, most people I know
Mm-hmm.
will say the girls that come from that lifestyle or want to have that lifestyle, they don't call themselves princesses, first of all. When you have it, you don't talk about it. You just take out the platinum and the black and you just hand it over. And we just know. The people know.
Mm-hmm.
That's not you. Um and for someone who is about the finer things,
Mm-hmm.
that hair would be better. But I'm just saying. And you having all these expectations of him is not fair because you know what he makes. And he doesn't hide that from you. And
Mm-hmm.
then you want to put him down in every turn. That's what I don't like. If you want a man to wine and dine you, you need to find a man who has that wine and dine money. David's not that person. And then when he was talking about, he clocked it right away. Is she gonna be like this the whole time? Everything feels like a demand. She's coming off a spoiled. I'm like, well, yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
is. I'm like, you seeing it. And when he's like, I'm a math teacher. I'm like, okay. He's also, I get up early. I go work at the school. Then I go
Mm-hmm.
work at salsa at night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, how? What? You are mad at this man for being a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to agree with her on this one. He should have told her where he lived and like what the climate was like. You can't go outside by
She
yourself.
been there already. She
Oh,
been to the island before.
she hadn't been to that part though.
And but that's a rental. I don't know why they are transferring production over to Sasua, but he got a rental. You see the security, the safety deposit box is right next to the bed, and who puts a door right next to the bed? It was a weird setup. That's like rental apartments,
Mm.
and I don't think it's that far away from civilization. They might be a little far back. They might not be on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they could not get the deal to extend in the same resort where
Mm-hmm.
what's her face was in April,
April.
because that was a condo type accommodation that she was
Right.
in. I think that they wanted to put the princess not in a luxurious place, but someplace which would be challenging for her, which is a Airbnb studio that's out in the bush. But again, if she wants to portray herself as some princess with all of these labels and all of that, I'm gonna need you to come correct like the doctor on Real Housewives of Miami, the anesthesiologist, or the other anesthesiologist doctor on Real Housewives of, what was it, Dallas?
Dallas.
Yes, Dr. Tiffany. And Dr. Who's the Spanish girl on Miami that we love?
That's Nicole.
Um
Nicole.
Dr. Nicole. I'm gonna need you to come with that because you said it, Jamal. You're gonna need to throw down the black card like Dr. Nicole did.
Well, that's the thing. You could want to call yourself a princess. I'm used to. I like the
Mhm.
finer things and lots of them,
Mhm.
and blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, I mean, if you're gonna put that out there, you need to actually show it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just talk it
And walk
because
around with a bunch of empty shopping bags. I'm not
uh
gonna let her live that down. I'm not. Because say what you will, if we want to see somebody going shopping, we looking at Kyle Richards, who don't never have an empty shopping bag.
shit, never.
They brought this girl up here. She's just lies. Just lies. Yes, thank you, Auntie Nicole. You know I'm getting old and I be forgetting shit, especially when they not on in season. Um,
And I guess yeah, I
Child.
guess she rubs me the wrong way with that, and I'll be honest, is because to me, she goes out of her way to put him down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have these high expectations, and that you need to do this, and you need to do that, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, you can't put expectations on people when you already know where they are.
But here's the thing, they're unrealistic because she knows she's going to emerging island state,
Mm.
aka third world country. But we don't like to say that coming from a third world country. Emerging island state. And you know what his job is. You know what his side hustle is. You
Yeah,
know what he's getting paid. You're coming from a first world country, but to look down your nose on somebody else
it's like
to
she did
make
it on
you feel
purpose.
good. It's all to make herself feel better than. I don't like that. I don't like that. You need to go back home and sit with your grandma and let her teach you some real manners because you have none.
Yeah,
You are spoiled and self involved and self entitled, and it's not coming across very well, especially when none of us believe that you have what you have or say you have.
and the problem is, I see it. Her mother feeds into that, but her grandmother
Hmm.
doesn't.
Nope. But her grandmother sees her for what she is. Grandmother sees that she's a problem.
Yeah,
And if you so much of a princess, why you couldn't find your prince back up in the UK? Why you had to pick this young boy here to put down all the time? I can't wait till he do a Valentine on you and go and start taking care of his cousin, his uncle's dogs or something,
hmm,
and leave you by yourself out in the bush. A mess. Hopefully, we won't have to see too much of them.
yeah. I hope not. Cause
Hopefully.
she's not entertaining. He's the thing is though, he's already annoyed, and it's day one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is not gonna go. This is not gonna go well.
Good for her. If all she's focused on is friends and shopping down in the DR, girl, you in the wrong location.
And what princesses have remote jobs? I'm just saying. Sorry.
Well,
My job is remote. I can work anywhere. Cool. Fantastic. Focus on your work. Focus on building your relationship. Quit focusing on putting him down. Because that's what, like you said, she's just there to make him, to put him down.
mm-hmm.
Because she's not, she hasn't said one thing uplifting about him. Have you noticed that?
Nope.
Not one thing. I have not heard one positive thing. And
No.
then at dinner, she's like, oh, like, well, his salary can't afford to do this every day. Okay, so you already know this. So why are your expectations so high?
Again,
Why?
I would hate to think that she gets off on putting others down. Like it's the only way to make her feel better or more important is by degrading others. I would hate to think that. But girl, at least her hair looks better with the curls than it did
Yeah.
when she was in England
Mm-hmm.
because it looked like she was growing out her straightener. But all right then, girl, whatever. Do better. Get a Dominican blowout, a silk press. They do it real good down there. Real good. It'll last even in the humidity. Trust me. Um, Tian can go. Oh my god. All right, so let's do Christian and Rebecca and then leave chicken for last.
Right. These two are
Okay.
quite quick for me. He's
Mm-hmm.
still upset about the belly dance, but here's the thing, though. I'm not mad at him. All he's
Mm-hmm.
telling her is this: I didn't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to be there. And but she kept going, and this harkens back to her insecurity from
Mm-hmm.
previous relationships. Like she needs to have her partner fully accept this when
Mm-hmm.
that's not needed. He's like, I support her. I just don't want to be there. I'm like, that's completely fair. That's
But
completely fair.
she keeps saying this is how it starts. So she's bringing the last relationship into this one.
You're right.
So
But
she's
the thing,
forcing the issue though.
right? But what she's saying is, it starts off like, oh, it's okay, like
Mm-hmm.
blah 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 blah. And then to me, it's different. For simple fact, he's like, I support her. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not that big of a deal. I just don't want to look at it. To me, it's not the
He,
same.
I think he supports her to the point of bringing in money because he
Yes,
doesn't want to work, or at
yes,
least not with her. Why isn't this going off? Okay. Um, because I think he's focusing on his next stop in Norway.
yes.
The text messages. He is text. But wait, did you catch when she said she accused him that she said that he's getting these text messages? And she said, how do you know? She said, I saw the notifications on your lock screen. He goes, oh, really? So you must be deleting them because I'm not seeing any of those messages. He's a dog.
Oh, for sure.
He's a dog. She pulled the trigger too fast on this,
Way too
and
fast.
now she's setting herself up for failure by pulling in her last relationship into this one. Let him get the text messages. Let him go to Norway. Save you some money.
Lots of money. Let Miss Norway handle that.
Yeah. Because it seems like he just goes from one blonde per cruise to the next blonde per
Yeah.
cruise. And you should have never brought him because she knew before the fact that he spent a whole day out with this blonde chick after she got off of her cruise. On the next cruise,
Yep.
the Norwegian, he picked her up. Why she ain't bring him to Norway? Why? Because she's smart. She took this as vacation dick and went home with her souvenir, minus the condom. You, Rebecca, find some self-esteem.
Quickly.
Yeah, yeah. This is gonna go down in flames as well.
Bring it down in flames. It's already on fire. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, because the preview for next week is him packing.
Yeah.
Oh
But
Jesus.
he wasn't wrong that this is going to be
Mm-hmm.
these issues are going to keep happening over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
what I think she's trying to do with this relationship, like you said, she's bringing her last relationship. What
Mm-hmm.
she's trying to do is usurp her control over the
Mm-hmm.
relationship from the get go versus getting swept up into the relationship and then finding herself like, what happened?
Mm-mm. I feel she wants to be a victim
Mm,
because she keeps on forcing the issue. She keeps on saying it starts this way and then it'll be this and then it'll be this and then it'll be this. Like she has a 4-step program
mm-hmm.
and she keeps on pushing that on him. And so that when he eventually leaves, she'll go, I told you so. Woe is me. No one loves me. They all leave me because I love the dance so much. She wants to play victim. Girl,
Okay.
go ahead. Girl, go ahead. I can't. All right, let's I love you, chicken and nuggets. This bitch passed his English test.
Well, okay, but can we talk about it though? We talked about time. We talked about timeline last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see how they did that timeline this week? Remember what I told you last week? I said she's kind of big for them to find out she's pregnant. I'm not
Well,
buying this timeline. Something's off here. Production.
no, 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 no. Remember, she's 20 something weeks, but she's got twins. Think towards the end of the episode, there was 2 blobs on the sonogram, and he said, I love you, chickens. Plural. They set themselves up for next season.
No, I'm saying is the timeline that they're portraying was off.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying.
He's there for 6 months, isn't it?
No,
How many months is he there
90
for?
days.
No.
No, UK, no, UK. They have 6 months, right?
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, the timeline that they're putting out there when they put this together is
Mm-hmm.
incorrect. Because remember, 2 episodes ago, she thought she was pregnant. Then she got confirmation. Then the week after, they're doing the gender reveal.
Mm-hmm.
She's all, I just got pregnant or something like that, right? And that's
Mm-hmm.
why I said the timeline is off because at the party, I'm like, she looking kind of big for y'all just to be finding out she's pregnant, allegedly. Like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all just find out. And fast forward to this week, she's 23 weeks. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. The way they did this is off.
Right. But if he knocked her up down in Colombia, it could work. Because remember, she said, I got pregnant. I met him
She's
in
lying.
November and got pregnant in December.
Exactly. But so basically she lied.
Well, she was talking to Auntie, so she can't make herself look like a ho-ho. But they should know that she is a ho-ho and a half because she has a smattering of children with various father figures. And poor Jesse is the only real daddy that all of these children know. But she's roped in this one. So I think she's right on schedule. I really do. And if this is not her first baby, so she's going to be carrying bigger. And if she has twins, she's going to be bigger.
Oh, for sure. But the
And
fact that
if she's 21 months, she's just past 5 months.
yeah, she's going no, she's
21 weeks. Sorry,
no,
21 weeks. Oh
she's
my God.
23 weeks. Going on 6 months.
So she's going on 6 months. And so again, it's time for him to go back. So I feel she got pregnant in Colombia.
She had to, and then lied to everybody else and talking about I think I'm pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that's what I said. Either production messed up the timeline or didn't do it properly, or she lied. And
Mm-hmm.
at this point, I'm going to go with your scenario where she lied
Mm-hmm. Because that's embarrassing.
because
Because
think
that
about it.
means she never had in her IUD, or she says the coil.
So she lied about that. As I said, she lied about that too.
And that's nasty because she went raw dogging when she first met him.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Because remember when they came back to when they got to England, right? She
Mm-hmm.
said I just took out my IUD.
Mm-hmm. She ain't never had one in.
Oh, y'all need to like Louise lie better. Like
No, Louise, don't lie better because this shit is entertaining.
we should we shouldn't have been able to figure this out like that though. Well, at least not this soon.
Oh, listen. An MVP of their scenes was the Indian guy at the chicken shop. When Jose went to place that chicken order, it was fucked up. It was like he got the first thing right, chicken, and everything else was a disaster. But then, like his friend at the chicken shop, he was like, "So you going to take your English test? Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. You'll get through it." It was like so encouraging. I was like, "What is he gonna do? Offer him a job when he passed?"
Right.
But yeah, that order was ridiculous. Who's paying for all of that food?
Jesse.
Oh no.
So
But
Jesse, I
wait,
felt bad for him.
her conversation with Ange was pretty good too. Because Ange was totally team Jesse.
But okay,
Hello.
but did you see her face though? Because Ange asked her how long, or far along are you? When she said 23 weeks, Ange looked at her like, huh? I was like, whoa. Because I was watching the scene, I'm like, okay, this is a good friend. And I'm watching like, okay. And when she said 23 weeks, and just the look on her face was like, I hollered.
Again, they're used to her getting pregnant for randoms.
And Ange was cool about it. She's like, well, because see, Louise was trying to dismiss Jesse's feelings. I did not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Angie would not let her do that. She's like, if Jesse is seeing these things, you might want to look at that. Because with Jesse, I understand his point of view because he's like, there's no way you're going to have me sitting up here taking care of you, him, and your kids.
But he's already taking care of the other kids.
But he's not going to take care of another grown kid, is where I'm going with this.
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Mm-mm.
And their little barbecue, I felt like Louise doesn't want to say anything harsh to Jose. So she was like, "You need to listen to Jesse. He's telling you this because Jesse is laying down the facts.
Right,
Louise, you need to stop treating Jose like one of your kids."
right.
Lord, when she was combing his hair, oh my God. And then sent him off to take his exam like he was going to school.
I mean, she was just brushing her hair like it was going. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. My thing is this: like, you did not use near natural comb on that hair. I didn't see no. I didn't see no natural comb. I didn't see no pick. I don't see nothing. You gonna like that only works with the steel wool brush. I'm just telling with his texture. Yeah, it's a
Well,
shame.
she kind of got it back,
That's not what.
looking
That's not.
like a helmet.
That's not what. Never mind. I know she's not professional, but I wish they. I wish they had. I wish they had. I wish they had to put that scene there. 'Cause I really just want to pick that scene apart. It was just so annoying.
Well,
First of all,
she's a biracial person and she has biracial children. I thought she would have known better because, like, I thought she was gonna sit down and braid his hair.
like for okay, let's talk about this. Debbie brought it up. Everybody, it's her fault. Now, I gotta say this: the simple fact that you had him laid down and brushed to the side, what was that going to do? Like I
Yeah.
said, for his hair, you need actual like hair utensils.
Yep.
Because if you are going to brush his hair, you don't brush it that way. First of all, ma'am, he should be sitting in front of you, back to you, and you should have parted his hair.
Into sections, manageable sections, and then do each section. You got to grease the scalp. You then got to comb it through so that the grease can come all the way down.
Yeah,
And then you got to do what you got to do. She should have braided up his hair.
right.
Listen, when he pulled back his hair, I didn't even know he had a dimple. He looked like a totally different person with his hair pulled back.
Yeah,
I would like to see him in braids, to tell the honest truth. I would.
yeah, it
He's
would have
got
been real
beautiful
easy.
features.
Part his hair, part it into four sections. Like you said, braid up each section real quick, keep it moving. But I was
Hmm.
just like I'm like the way you just abusing his poor hair. I was like, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't show me something like this ever again.
Yeah, it was little to no effort. Little to no effort. Yep, he just kept eating at that barbecue. He wasn't paying no attention. He was like, "I need
Mm-mm.
something to drink." Kitchen. Like he learned a new word. And then, oh, important. He said that so many times. Like he was trying to figure out what it mean.
Right.
Good on you, Jose. Good on you. I pray for Jesse. Jesse, you make a really great father to all of your siblings. He's going to be the next Logan who will never want children of his own because of what his mother did to
Mm-mm.
him. Child. Yes, people do still use IUDs if they can't if the hormones in pill birth control doesn't work for them, they'll give them an IUD. Um oh, you feel for Jessie? Yep, twins. She is having, I bet you anything that's the secret. They're having twins. I hope Louise doesn't cut off her baby girl's hair like Molly, the last resort. I don't think Jesse will let her do that. I don't think so. Anywho, this was a mess of a show.
I mean, it's just like with Louise. She frustrates me because there's nothing you can do with her because she's not acting like a parent, and for me, that's an issue.
She's not acting like an adult either.
And I feel for her family and friends because they're trying to guide her in the right direction. I mean, she's just doing whatever she wants, and it doesn't matter who gets hurt or who's involved. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter as long as she gets what she wants. She's completely happy with it. And I'm sitting here like, but ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, like to see Jesse so miserable every episode is like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. But I think her friends are used to this, and Jesse is just fed up. He's like, I'm done. I'm taking care of enough already. From the time he said that he was the only person working in the house, I knew he was done.
Yes,
And that was episode one. That was episode one. If Jesse were to move out and leave her, she would be stranded. She really would, because I feel he really is the backbone of that house, not only financially, but emotionally. He physically takes care of them other children.
right. But remember when he said, "Who and who's the one working?" To me, that
Mm-hmm.
said a lot. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she has a I guess you could call it disability, not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel as a parent, she needs to be more responsible. And when I look at the support she has, excuse me, and she just ignores everyone. I'm like, wow.
Her mother is the rightest one for her. Her mother's like, okay, go ahead, do it. I ain't got nothing
Hmm.
to do with it. This is your own mess. Deal with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think what it is her friends. I think that her friends and family have gone through this so much that
Yep.
they're so desensitized.
Yep.
But Jesse can't be desensitized because he's the one living like smack
Yep.
dab in it.
Yep. It impacts his day to day, because
Right.
if his paycheck is stretched to the max as it is, with now she's bringing in like at least one more kid. If it's two, I think Jesse will go off the deep end. Like, what dreams did Jesse have for himself? I feel
Mhm.
everything has been derailed because of his mother's inability to not keep her IUD in. And at this point, since she's living off the dole and living in council housing and is irresponsible with her reproductive system, honestly, I feel that they should give her the arm injection and call it a day. Keep her locked down every 5 years. This is a burden on the system. Shit. Whatever. I'm afraid Jesse will never have a life of his own. Yes, Auntie.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, what dreams did he have? I feel it's very irresponsible of Louise to do this to him. Very irresponsible.
And she doesn't care though. I think for me, when I watch her and I feel for Jesse, is that she just doesn't care. Like, and
Hmm.
I'm not understanding how she's so fixated on someone she doesn't even know and just met.
Did you catch when Louise said, I worked so hard to meet him? She said it at one part of this
No,
episode,
she did.
towards the end. I worked so hard to meet him. Louise, why? Why did you work so hard to meet him? One of these days we gonna find out why.
Right. And what length? I wonder what length she went to meet him
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because the way she's coming across in this. Mm-mm.
Everybody has dreams. Everybody, Auntie. Everybody. She took away his dreams, though. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that. Sad. Sad. Team Jesse. He's been unfared out of all of this.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so failed foster dog mom, like Jesse said to Jose, you need to get a real job and stop playing video games. Yep. And then, of course, editing flashes to him playing video games.
Right. Because I look at it this way: how much Jesse feel, and I blame Louise. I'm gonna like put this squarely on Louise because she's allowing this bullshit. How are you, as a mother, okay with your son going out? We'll say 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, to a job, and come home, and your quote unquote man slash husband is sitting up there playing video games all day. I wish you would.
Listen, when he was sitting down there with the children's book and reading, and then he pulled down the little thing and it was the mirror, and you saw him in there and he was reading his little children's book. I was just like, oh my God, poor Jesse has another kid in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So sad, but funny as fuck, but so sad.
Uh,
Um,
Not that we know it, but she does like have fibromyalgia, from what I understand.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Louise knows exactly what she's doing. And like Jamal says, she just doesn't care.
Mm-mm.
She just doesn't
Because
care.
normally in these shows we see where the friends will say one thing and the family says another. In this scenario,
Mm-hmm.
everyone is saying the same thing and looking at her the same like, wait, like what is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
And what struck me was the conversation with Ange, and I still go back to this with this episode when Ange told her, and basically be in a nice way, listen to your child.
Mm-hmm.
You're not hearing your child. Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
this is a damn shame. I hope Jesse escapes.
Not the escape.
I
Mm.
do. I would love for him to like to one day tell me I'm going to work and not come back and see what they do.
What is she going to do when he finds a really serious girlfriend and wants to get married and move out on his own? What
Mm-hmm.
is she going to do? I feel like the way how she's going now, she would try to sabotage that relationship
Oh,
just so, to keep
yeah,
him there.
yes, agreed.
So Farmata, I've only seen the first episode. Is that Louise pregnant for Jose? Yeah, so she states. Jamal might think there might be another baby daddy though, but I ain't say it. Jamal did. Fibro does not affect your poor decisions. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. She's just a selfish person. Um, but good for her. People like that don't care. I had one in my family. Wow. They are emotional vampires. They suck everything out of the room. They just people like this stress me out. They drain me. I can't be around people like Louise. She's like a car crash waiting to happen on repeat.
Right, and then we'll blame everybody else for the
Hmm.
accident, but them.
And have the nerve to say, "Why didn't you warn me?"
That too.
We all but screaming at you, girl, and you ain't listening. Okay. Go down to Colombia, meet a random stranger that you've been talking to on social media,
Random.
and stay in a random Airbnb that you have no idea about in a foreign country, and raw dog with him, and then marry him and bring him back to the UK and move him into your house with your other children. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It does. Mm-mm-mm. Jesse is responsible. He won't leave. Yep.
Agreed.
Until he find the right pussy. Cause if he gets incentivized or if he gets somebody pregnant, he's the type of person who will want to set up his own family. He would leave then.
What I would love for him to do is to get a job in another country.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Like he goes, or like there they could go. He could go to Wales, South Wales. He could stay close.
Hello, long time no
Hey,
Hey, thanks for tuning in. We miss you. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is just, and this was the best storyline on this season by far. It kept me chuckling throughout the season. It is so ridiculous. He is made for reality TV. So is she with her selfish behavior, and then you have Jesse who wins your heart because you feel so bad for him. This is pure gold. It really is, for reality TV. Um, Good luck to them. Good
Agreed.
luck to them.
They
Can't
need
wait
it.
to see them until season 3. They've locked it down for season 3. Good on Louise. I know it's all replay for me these days. Oh no, we don't mind. We don't mind. We'll take you any way we can get you because you're part of the family. You're part of the tribe, and you've been here with us from the beginning. So we really appreciate it. Aww. All right, y'all. That was it. That was the end. Any other thoughts on this show?
Nah.
Okay. So guys, for our tribe members who are in the United States and US territories, have a wonderful Labor Day holiday weekend. Stay safe, eat the last of your barbecues and picnics. Enjoy that last dip in the pool. And if you're in a area with heat warnings like where I am, stay hydrated.
For
Stay
sure.
hydrated. And the rest of you who have to work on Monday, have a great day.
Right?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. But anyhow, Jamal, enjoy your weekend.
You too.
All right. So I'll see you back here next Thursday and Friday.
Yes, the mess continues. We love it.
Yes, it does.
It feels
Yes,
like
it
old. It
does.
feels like old school TLC. This is what we need. This is what we need in our lives.
Yes, yes. Aw. Guys, enjoy your weekend wherever you may be. I can't wait to see your comments in the comments section. The live chat has been awesome. Thank you to our new subscribers. Welcome to the tribe. Bye, Rodney. Hugs and kisses. Bye, everybody. Jamal, until next time.
Of course.
Toodles.